Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, as we are working on the showcase of the independents, it does look like that we're only going to end up with 21 of the 31 planned. I wasn't able to watch all of the shows I wanted to, and when I planned this out, I kind of started too late, so I wasn't able to get everything finished. But we did 21. When we get done with the next 5, we'll have 21 total up. Of some of the best independent wrestling around from 2022 and 2024. So once we watch everything in 23, January of 24, we'll probably do it again. Hopefully this time we'll get some more than 21 different independent companies. And hopefully maybe July-ish we'll do some best of, halfway through the year, some of the independent companies as well. So next up on the list is Progress Wrestling. Progress Wrestling came about in 2012 in London, England. It used to be owned by Jim Smallman and John Briley, and then they added Glenn and Joseph. And then in 2019, Jim Smallman left the company and went to work for WWE NXT UK. And then in 2020, Glenn Joseph left, and then John Briley ended up selling to Lee McEther and Martin Best, and so as of 2022 they are the owners of Progress Wrestling. Progress Wrestling, when NXT UK became about, they took a lot of Progress Wrestling stars. I've been a Progress fan. I started watching Progress in 2018, 2019, and a little before, or actually a little after NXT UK started. And once WWE put into place they could not wrestle for anybody but WWE, the talent level of Progress, in my opinion, went down. It is on its way back up. Right now, the Progress World Champion is Spike Trivet. The Progress Atlas Champion is Big Damo. The Progress Tag Team Champions are the Sunshine Machine, Jeff Mambo, and TK Cooper. And then the Progress Women's Champion is Lana Austin. Progress used to be part of WWE Network and on Peacock. That changed as of January of 23. They're back on their standalone app only. Demand Progress. Definitely, it is worth the money to watch it. Great talent. Uber good shows. We have 28 shows from 2022 that were 3 3/4 star or higher. The highest match was 4.5. There was 218 matches total in 2022, 162 men's, 56 women's. So we're going to run down this 28. The first half are 3 3/4 star. So from chapter 129, I Choose You on March 5th, we had a fatal 4-way. We had Danny Black, Caleb Newman, Joe Lando, Maverick Mayhew. Danny Black got the victory, 3 3/4. From chapter 135, Strong Style 16 Tournament Day 3 on July 2nd, the Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We had champion Chris Ridgway versus Warren Banks. Chris Ridgway retained his title, 3 3/4 star. The next two actually came from chapter 136, 24/7. On August 6th, we had the Sunshine Machine, Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper versus Leon Slater and Ricky Knight Jr. The Sunshine Machine got the victory, 3 3/4 star. Leon Slater has actually had some matches in GCW in America. They were some top notch. That is one young, talented wrestler. He's 17 years old. Ricky Knight Jr. He's had some matches in Rev Pro against Will Ospreay that were 5 stars. So yeah, he's former Rev Pro World Champion. He is so freaking talented. I want him to come to the U.S. and do stuff. That's how damn good that guy is. But number 25 on the list comes from the same show, chapter 136, 24/7. For the Progress World Heavyweight title, we had champion Chris Ridgway versus Dean Almark. Chris Ridgway got the victory, 3 3/4 star. Now, Chris Ridgway, when AEW started, I actually did a video here on the channel. You can go back and look for it in 2018, 2019. I said wrestlers that AEW need to bring in. Chris Ridgway was one of them. So talented, such a great striker. Mike Bailey kind of type striker. Kenta, Kevin Blackwood, Kevin Koo, that kind of along that lines kind of guy. The next four have all coming from Progress Wrestling Chapter 137, the Deadly Viper Tour, codename Copperhead, from August 26th. That show had 4 3 3/4 star matches. The Progress Wrestling World Tag Team titles, the champions Sunshine Machine, Chuck Manbo, and TK Cooper, versus the Greedy Souls, Brendan White and Danny Jones. Sunshine Machine retained their titles. Konosuke Takeshita versus Leon Slater. Takeshita got the victory. I give it 3 3/4. Hayata versus Dean Allmark. Hayata getting the victory. 3 3/4. The Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight title, champion Chris Ridgway versus Big Damo. Big Damo winning the title change, 3 3/4 star match. Number 20 on the list comes from the very next day, Chapter 138, the Deadly Viper Tour, codename Cottonmouth. Konosuke Takeshita versus Dean Allmark. Takeshita getting the victory, 3 3/4 star. The next two, 18 and 19, came from Chapter 141, Handshakes and Cheeseburgers. We had Blake Christian versus Leon Slater. Blake Christian getting the victory. And then we had a 7-way scramble match from the same show. Man Like DeReese, Colin Newman, Cole Radrick, Danny Black, Jordan Oliver, Robbie X, and Tony Deppen. Man Like DeReese getting the victory. Also 3 3/4 star. From Chapter 142, the Deadly Viper Tour, codename California. Progress Women's Championship on the line. Champion Kanji versus Lana Austin. Kanji getting the victory. I gave it 3 3/4 star. From Chapter 145, Wrestling Witchface Trick or Treat, from November 5th. Ricky Knight Jr. versus Leon Slater. Ricky Knight Jr. getting the victory. 3 3/4 star. From the same show, Chapter 145, Wrestling Witchface Trick or Treat, we had FSU Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews versus CPF Colin Newman and Danny Black. FSU Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews getting the victory, 3 3/4 star. Number 14 on the list came from Progress Wrestling Roy Johnson's Everything Pattern London, March 23rd, Fatal 4-Way, Man Like DeReese, Kenan Kushina, Leon Slater, and Levi Mural. Man Like DeReese getting the victory, 3 3/4 star. Number 13 on the list comes from Progress Wrestling Return of the Fly, September 27th. In a no DQ match, we had Chris Brooks versus Kid Lycos. Kid Lycos getting the victory. I gave it 3 3/4 star. The next 9 matches were all 4-star matches. We had 2 from Chapter 127, and the World Was Progress on January 29th. A 6-man scramble match, Warren Banks, Malik, Dan Maloney, Jody Fleisch, Man Like DeReese, and Roy Johnson. Warren Banks getting the victory. The Progress Wrestling World Tag Titles on the line. Champions of Smoking Aces, Charlie Sterling and Nick Riley, versus the Sunshine Machine of Chuck Manbo and TK Cooper. The champions of Smoking Aces retained 4-star match. From Chapter number 10 on the list comes from Chapter 129, Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Title. Champion Cora Noor versus Shane Strickland. Cora Noor got the victory. I gave it 4-star. Next up, Chapter 130, Dodge, Dip, Duck, Dive, Dodge, March 20th, was a champion versus champion match with Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Caro Noor versus Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Jonathan Gresham. Note the date, March 20th. This was before Tony Khan purchased Ring of Honor. We had Jonathan Gresham becoming dual champion, Progress champion and ROH World Heavyweight Champion in a 4-star match. Number 8, 7 and 8 on the list both come from Chapter 131, the 10th anniversary show. Progress Wrestling World Tag Titles on the line in a gauntlet match. The 0121, Dan Maloney and Man Like DeReese versus the Smoking Aces, Charlie Sterling and Nick Riley, versus the Lycos Gym, Kid Lycos 2, and then the Sunshine Machine, Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper. And we had the 0121 Dan Maloney and Man Like DeReese winning the titles. And then number 7 from the show, Chapter 131, Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Title, Jonathan Gresham versus Warren Banks. Jonathan Gresham getting the victory in a 4-star match. Number 6 on the list comes from Chapter 135, Strong Style 16 Tournament Day 2 on June 25th. Progress Wrestling World Tag Titles on the line in a ladder match. We had the Sunshine Machine, Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper versus the 0121 of Dan Maloney and Man Like DeReese versus the Smoking Aces, Charlie Sterling and Nick Riley. The Sunshine Machine won the tag titles. In Chapter 142, the Deadly Viper Tour, codename California, we had the Sunshine Machine taking on Violence is Forever, Dominic Guarini and Kevin Koo. The Sunshine Machine retaining their titles in a 4-star match. From Chapter 147, Unboxing Live 5, Deal or No Deal, December 30th. The 4th best match of 2022. We had the Sunshine Machine defending their titles versus FSU, Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews. And then the Sunshine Machine once again retained their titles in a 4-star match. Number 3 on the list comes from Progress, Chapter 127, and the world was Progress on January 29th. Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Title, 3 out of 5 falls match. Yeah, you heard me right. The best 3 out of 5 falls match. Cara Noir, champion, defending the title versus Chris Ridgway. Cara Noir winning the title, retaining the title, 4 1/4-star match. Progress Wrestling 136, 24/7 on August 6th. Nick Wayne, yes, Nick fucking Wayne versus Robbie X. Nick Wayne won the match in a 4 1/4-star match. What I thought was the greatest match in Progress Wrestling 2022. Progress Wrestling Chapter 131, 10th Anniversary Show, April 1st. Eli Dragunov versus Cara Noir. Eli Dragunov getting the victory. 4.5 stars. Those were the best matches of Progress Wrestling 2022. I want to thank you for watching Robert Sports Show. Make sure you check out the other parts of the Showcase of the Independents. If you are a NASCAR fan, there's going to be plenty of NASCAR coverage throughout the year. We are less than 2 months away from WrestleMania weekend. Just like we did last year, we're going to have reviews of all the shows from WrestleMania weekend. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.